All right, good afternoon, traders. Today is September 11th, 2025. Thank you for remembering all those that passed during 9/11 years ago, back in 2001. This day, years ago. Anyways, let's start off the markets, and we'll take a look at how I made 3K today on a 49K account. First, let's start off with some announcements. Right Way Options. Doug Campbell's going to have an open house on Monday, on the 15th, 9:25 to 4. You might want to get there at 9. He does create a morning video that's very informative. He's very good with spreads. He's very good with directional options. He's very good with explaining the Greeks, okay? He's very good at a lot of things, including trading, all right? Risk management, money management, okay? He's very good at all of that, okay? So if you want some free education, and I urge you all to go there and grab some free education, all right? It's Monday, September 15th, 9:25 to 4 p.m. Again, get there at 9. He does create a morning video. You'll see it up in the upper left-hand corner in the alerts, okay? I will leave a link in the description. If you cannot wait, you can scan this QR code with your smartphone, and that will open up a pop-up for a web page that will open up on your browser for you to get registered. It is free to attend, no charge, but you do need to register, all right? Again, I want to thank everybody, all my paying subscribers here in the room. We had an awesome day today. One of our traders gets the Greedy Pig Award today. That would be Alan. He made 19 daily goals. If you don't know what 19 daily goals is, that's moving your account up 19%, not just one position. That's the whole account up 19%, okay? Awesome job today, Alan. Many other traders got some outstanding goals as well. Scott, Stu, Tex, Steve, Rod, everybody. Fahad got some goals. Again, awesome winning today here in the BYOB Trading Room. Hope you stop in, take a trial. They're only $7 right now. All right. In the future, I don't know where they'll be. All right. Just saying, in the future, don't know where they're going to sit. All right. So there is Right Way Options open house Monday, September 15th. All right. So I made 3K today on a 49K account. Okay. So remember, my 49K account, remember my goal today would be 490. Okay. I made over 3K, actually made 3,800. Okay. Supposed to make 490. So that was, I don't know how many goals. That's at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7 goals, 7 daily goals. Alan, of course, made 19. He blew me away. All right. Today for me, I made 7. All right. Alan got 19. Tells you how well he did. All right. So that's it. Let's take a look at the markets today. All right. For this morning, for the instructions, we'll go over this in a minute. Okay. For the meantime, let's go ahead and let's look at the market and what's going on. Okay. I'm going to squeeze this down. All right. We're going to talk about what's going on. We have 10-minute consolidation. Okay, right up here. Okay, the buying program seemed to have come in at 340, like it did the last 3 trading days. At 340, the buying program came in, showed up in here. I want to say they could not hold the higher highs, so they got squashed here at the end of the day. There's 3 minutes left. If you want to buy some puts, it's up to you. Me, I'm going to pick up about 5 puts right here, right now. Buying 5 puts. I'm going to bid for them, see if I can get the bid. All right, and I want some SPY puts, if I can find some SPY puts. And I'm going to go buy some SPY puts here at the end of the day. Okay, so I'm going to drop this down. All right, and I want some 8 DTE SPY puts. All right, and I think I want the That's QQQ. I want SPY. See if I can get filled before the end of the day here. It's a race. Okay, so we got, we're up around 650, 660. So I want some 650. What do I want? These are kind of rich right there. I want some, actually I'll take some 650 puts at 204. So I want 5 of those. Buy 5. Bid +1. So I'm buying some SPY puts right here. 5 of those. See if I got some. Did I get filled? Not yet. Okay. And I got 2 minutes left. I don't know if they're going to fill me. That should be a fill. Right there, it's 204. We'll see what happens. All right, just want to point that out. Okay, we do have a 10-minute uptrend into the close. I look for continuation of the 10-minute uptrend into the close. So there's SPY on the 10-minute chart. On the 2-hour chart, let's take a peek at the 2-hour. You can see we have a 2-hour uptrend into the close. Okay, on the daily chart, okay, you can see right here on the daily chart, we made new all-time highs today in SPY. What do I like? I like a 10-minute uptrend inside a 2-hour uptrend that resides inside a daily uptrend, that resides inside the weekly uptrend, that resides inside the monthly uptrend, all right? That's what I like, okay? So I'll look for a continuation on tomorrow morning for that uptrend. We'll see where they want to go. Buying program came in at the end of the day, but it seemed to get squashed. So I'm not so sure we're going to continue up. Probably looking at a pullback tomorrow. We'll see what happens. All right, so there's SPY. All right, so you can see price action, top of quadrant 4. That's bullish. Still in an uptrend. Again, finishing the day at the high of the day at the end of the day. That is bullish up there. There's SPY on the daily chart. Let's take a look at QQQ. QQQ made a new all-time high today. All right. Price action on the daily candle up here at the top of quadrant 4. That's bullish and still in an uptrend. Okay, so we left off with on SPY and QQQ on 10-minute trend from yesterday. At one candle, 10-minute uptrend, not a very strong uptrend, just a one candle, 10-minute uptrend on QQQ. And yesterday on SPY, we had the same thing. I want to show you one candle, 10-minute uptrend. Notice the 3 crosses the 8 just for that one candle right there. Okay, so 3 crosses over the 8. So we're a week, one candle, 10-minute uptrend. So we were looking for continuation of the uptrend coming into the open. All right, so we were looking for decent green candle, nothing with more wick than body and tail, because that would signal to us that bears have control of that time frame and the price at the time. All right, so we want a decent green candle, no dojis and no spinning tops. Want a decent green candle and a breakout. So what we got was a continuation of the 10-minute uptrend. You can see here's our 10-minute uptrend leaving. All right, and then we open up. We got a 10-minute uptrend. See the 3 over the 8. So we got continued 10-minute uptrend right into the open, and we traded that up to this area right here on 657.88 right there to make some new all-time highs. See how price is getting crushed here at the end of the day instead of getting bounced up. All right, that's what I'm saying. Price, it's not the same as it was earlier in the week. So there's SPY on the 10-minute. Let's take a look at the 2-hour. I already showed you the 2-hour. So we did the same thing both in SPY and QQQ. Take a look at QQQ. Okay, again, see the 10-minute uptrend coming into the open, and they continue it right on up to those highs for the day. And then we consolidate over to the right, okay, over there on QQQ. So there's 10-minute, and that's what we traded, those 10-minute uptrends inside the 2-hour uptrends. Okay, why do I like the 10-minute uptrend? I like it when it's inside all those bigger time frames, because I got all of those bigger time frames supporting my little 10-minute uptrend, so that it won't run off the rails. Hopefully it will continue longer, hold on longer, and go further. That's what I'm hoping for. All right, when I've got the bigger time frames supporting my 10-minute uptrend. All right, in QQQ and SPY, those are my two favorites to trade. I don't run around and I don't chase all the other stocks in the New York Stock Exchange. I just stick to QQQ and SPY. Options on both of those. I like the options because I can leverage my money, all right, with cheap options, all right, and I can capture control of, thousands and thousands of dollars with some cheap options and ride those uptrends up to the highs, okay? So that's what I like. So I like Friday options. All right, I always like Friday options. Doesn't matter what day it is, I like Friday options. Even on Friday, I like Friday options. I like next Friday options when it's on Friday. Okay, I like my options to be on the multiple of 5. In other words, 585, 590, 595. I like those options for the simple reason that Friday options have more open interest and the multiple of 5 has more open interest. So again, Friday options on the multiple of 5. I like them about $2 to $15 out of the money. All right, that's my preferred. Okay, I'm not afraid, or I'm not welcome to. I'm not against trading 0 DTEs in the money. Okay, it's just I prefer the out of the money, less risk for me. All right, and I've got less risk, but I don't get much performance, okay? So if you want performance, all right, you're going to have to take on more risk, and it's going to cost you more capital. So if you want more performance, it'll cost you more upfront, and that means you'll probably be paying more for the in-the-money option, all right, 0 DTE. That's probably as close as you're going to get to a penny-for-penny performance as far as wherever price goes, you want your option to move the same distance, okay? So I'm not against it. I just prefer to have less risk, all right? I'd rather have price move up and move price in my option in the money and start out of the money, so it's cheap and it moves into the money. That's what I prefer, okay? Again, I'm not against trading in the money options, all right? I just prefer less risk. Okay, so there's QQQ and SPY. That applies to both SPY and QQQ. If you can see here, here's QQQ. We got consolidation over prior consolidation here. Okay, so we got, hey, there it goes again. All right, not going to work for me. This is, I don't like this. Okay, you can see consolidation. I'll just use this right here. Okay, you can see consolidation over prior consolidation. All right, which means, that's a bullish outlook for me whenever I see consolidation over prior consolidation. Here we go. We'll try this. All right, consolidation right here. Okay, over prior consolidation. Okay, that is a bullish environment. That's a bullish outlook. And hence we bought the 10-minute uptrend to the upside right there. QQQ and SPY. All right, let's go around the market, take a look at some other things. Let's start off with IWM. Okay, IWM on the daily chart. Okay, IWM puts in a new rally high. Okay, this is the rally that started from back in April. Okay, new rally high for IWM. All-time high is right up here. I would not be surprised if we stay bullish until we print a new IWM all-time high. Okay, we'll see what happens. All right, so there's IWM. Okay, new rally high up in the middle of, or up at the top of quadrant 4. That's bullish and in an uptrend. Let's take a look at Diamond Dow. Diamond Dow, new all-time high for Diamond Dow, so that's bullish and in an uptrend. Doesn't get any better than that. New all-time high. Diamond down. SPX also put in a new all-time high. Okay, it's SPX, new all-time high right there. Okay, let's take a look at FNGU. FNGU put in lower high, lower low, closing over the bullish trap over the 17 EMA. Up at the top of quadrant 4, that's bullish and in an uptrend. Let's take a look at silver and gold. So we'll start off with silver. Silver puts in a new 13-year high right there on silver. So that is bullish and still in an uptrend. Take a look at gold. Gold puts in a lower high, higher low inside day, closing in, over the bullish trap, over the rising 17. That's up at the top of quadrant 4. That's bullish and in an uptrend. That's gold. Let's take a look at USO. That's crude oil. Okay, they keep going up. See how they go up, give it up, go up, give it up, go down, give it up. All right, so they keep giving it up. All right, so they're just neutral. And they're in a downtrend because they made, here's a low. All right, they made a lower low. All right, so they're in a downtrend. And today they made a lower high and a lower low, closing under a bearish trap under the 17 EMA. Okay, so that's in a downtrend right now. But over the midpoint and over the all-time, the 3-year high anchored VWAP right there, made in 2022. Let's take a look at UNG. That's nat gas. All right, price action is, it's in a downtrend because they keep making lower lows and lower highs. This is the all-time low right here. Price action for natural gas, lower high, lower low, closing under a bearish cross, under the 17 EMA. Down here near the bottom of quadrant 1, that's bearish, and still in a downtrend right there for UNG. Take a look at our technicals. See if we can find them. T2120, T2101. Okay, here's T21 breadth making an, I gotta say, probably a 6-month low. Let's see how far back it goes. Okay, this is a, just want to see how far back it goes. So this is February low. So this is, the last time we were down at this low was middle of February, right there. Okay, so this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7-month low right here on the breadth. Okay, so a lot of breadth coming out of this bullish trend to the upside. So we'll see what happens. I'm looking for it to probably pop into this area down here. All right, and then we could probably see a reversal before long, pretty soon after that. Okay, T2101. All right, T2122. All right, we popped into the overbought zone right up there. Went airborne. All right, all the way up to the overbought zone, and we just camped out there all day long. All right, like making little micro higher lows and higher highs, winding up right up there. T2122, T2123, price action right here, new all-time high on the 15-minute chart in an uptrend, making new all-time highs. Okay, over the 200 SMA, new all-time high. T2123, T2123 3-bar, also in an uptrend on all time frames. Okay, new all-time high. T2123. Okay, so that's all the stocks in the NYSE. Okay, so that's brand new all-time high for T2123. FNGU, just consolidating over prior consolidation. All right, we'll map this out for you so you can see that. Okay, let's get the box. Okay, you got consolidation. All right, and then you can see we got consolidation over prior consolidation. Let's try it one more time. Okay, consolidation. Okay, see where all of this consolidation's here, and now we got consolidation over prior consolidation. Okay, so up and over, right through there. Okay, that's bullish. All right, so we're still bullish on FNGU. Again, we're up over the 200 SMA on FNGU. We're up over the 200 SMA on the 15-minute T2123, okay, over the 200, that's the red line, and on the 3-bar chart up over the 200 SMA up there. All of those are bullish. That's T2123, and we just did FNGU. That's it. Let's take a look at how we did what we did today, okay? Again, I said we would have buy the continuation of the 10-minute uptrend, all right? So when I saw price action holding those higher ground overnight, for me, that inspired me to pick off the bottom of the candles. All right, so you can see I made 2,200 there on these calls. All right, I'm going to zoom in. I'm going to fan this up, push this down, so you can see me pick off the tops and the bottoms. Okay, so I'm going to pan this over. Okay, so here's the market day opening up right here. Okay, so you can see me. I said I'm going to pick off the bottoms of these candles, and I did, and I'm going to sell into strength. Okay, so I pick off the bottoms, sell into strength. Pick off the bottoms and sell into strength. So there's price action for SPY on the 3-minute chart. There's a picture of me picking off the bottoms, doing exactly what I said I was going to do. Pick off the bottoms and sell into strength. Made 2,200 on that. Made 1,200 on this right here. This is QQQ 3-minute. And that was, I think I said I was going to do the same thing. Yeah, I said I was going to pick off the bottoms on the QQQ. Same thing, continuation of the 10-minute uptrend that started the day before. So I was picking off the bottoms and selling to strength. Picking off the bottoms, you can see the lows of all of these option candles. I'm picking off the lows and selling into strength up there. All right, that's how I made 1,200. They made 440 something right here, and that was at the end of the day. Again, I would pick off the bottoms in anticipation of the 340 rally into the close. Okay, so picking off the bottoms there, selling into strength. Picking off the bottoms, selling into strength. You can see here's the market getting crushed. Probably going to come back to the VWAP line, maybe the uptrend line right through here. We'll see. I'm not expecting VWAP to hold because this is resistance up there. They may send it packing back down to the uptrend line, the lower uptrend line of this uptrend channel. Okay, so if you want to see the uptrend channel, let me crank it up just a little bit for you. Okay, so you can see here's a line here, and there's a line here, and you can see price action ping pong back and forth between the two lines up there. All right, so there's SPY on the 3-minute chart. Okay, that's it for me today, traders. Everybody have a beautiful afternoon. And Tex is writing me something. If you got some questions, we got some late day option structure chain reposition that rolled max GEX up one more strike to 658 and move the consolidation range breakout to its target horizontally, the yellow line, just too late in the day to give time for 0DTE to follow on GEX flow based hedging. Okay, so I don't see the yellow line that he speaks of. Maybe if I move this. I see it now. Okay, it's up at the top. Okay, so they're positioning themselves for higher highs, I guess. All right, thanks, KJ, Brian H. Yep, just as we expected. All right, traders, okay? Everybody have a beautiful evening. Thank you for hanging out with me. Again, Alan, impressive day for you, sir. You make us all proud. You show us all up. You did awesome. You did awesome. All right. So I did record all of our trading today. Okay. And if you want to see all of our trading, all right. And we do it live right here in the room, and you can see all of the buys and sells. And you'll find it up here. Hit the hamburger, hit the archives, hit recording. All right, and you can see here's 9/11/2025, and this is going to pop open pretty soon. Any minute now. There it goes. It's loading. It's 3 hours long. I don't expect you to watch all 3 hours, okay? But I'm going to say I do a lot more talking on this one than I have in the others. All right? I wish there was a way to say, hey, go to the talking section. But you just hit play. And if you want the big screen, you open it up like that. And this, I start the day and I start talking about, again, Doug's open house. And we're going to trade the market and what I see from the day before and what I see in the overnight and what I'm looking for this morning. So nice, beautiful little story script of how we did today, all right, and how traders did today. So proud of all of you today that traded. You did awesome. Thanks. All right, see you all tomorrow, 8 o'clock. Everybody have a beautiful evening. All right, good morning, traders. Today is September 11th, 2025. My name is John Carignan. I am the lead instructor here at the BYOB Trading Room. Thank you for being here. Ramon will remind everybody today, not today, this